Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin hasn't really moved a lot, but it has moved up a little bit since my last video. 2.9% in the last 24 hours, roughly 5% down in the last 7 days. So you can see that Bitcoin has recovered some of its losses of the last week. That has been expected. We talked about a small recovery in the last few videos. Now it has happened, and this of course has a positive impact on some of the altcoins. Again, some moving more than others, but this video is of course about Bitcoin. So let's take a closer look at the chart. And by the way, tomorrow I expect less trading. Of course, all markets are closed pretty much. Just Bitcoin is running. The crypto market is running 24 hours, also on bank holidays and so on. So, however, I do expect a lot less trading and a lot less excitement in the markets. So it could be a pretty boring weekend, to be honest. Monday, similar thing, but Monday I think USA is open, so in many countries still a bank holiday on Monday, but I think commodities are being traded in the USA on Monday, so here we could then see a little bit of movement. All right, nevertheless, of course I keep you updated also throughout this weekend. Okay, so let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin continues to be in this channel here. On the 1 hour chart you can see that we have turned around up here in this resistance box. We have come down as expected to that support level, and now also in line with expectations, the price has reacted to that support. That was the 200% Fibonacci extension of the third wave. So let's take another look at that. From the beginning of the first to the top of the first to the wave 2 low, and that is the Fibonacci extension, and this exactly found support at the 39,511 level. And this is a good target for a wave 3. So from my point of view, that 3 could be over, and now we are moving in that wave 4 to the upside. And here we had a minimum for that wave 4 of around 40,950. This was based on the Fibonacci retracements of the third wave. And you can see how those 3 lines here fit into this target area. This is the most likely level or area in which Bitcoin can turn around now, if this is a wave 4. If it's a wave 4, we can all get annoyed again, because wave 4s are always long, boring and so on, and that matches very well what I just said about the Easter weekend. Nevertheless, it can from here, because we broke above that 21.4% Fib level at 41k, it's a good chance that we move now higher and go actually to the most likely retracement level for a wave 4. So statistically and historically, the wave 4 typically retraces most of the time to the 42,384 level. So the 38.2% Fib level, that is the one that normally would be that ideal retracement Fibonacci level. In this case, 42,384. We have throughout this whole downtrend, however, seen that Bitcoin also in a wave 4 retraced to the 50% Fib level. So this is absolutely valid and possible, and also not too unlikely. When we get to the 61.8% Fib level, it's getting unlikely that it's still a wave 4. Let's just check some other wave 4s here, if that was a similar story. How did they retrace? And remember we talked about that wave 4 here back in December. I think that retraced also to a level that we expected in terms of likelihood, and that retraced perfectly to the 38.2% Fib level. You can see that here. So that is one thing. Let's take a look at this wave 4 here, the huge wave 4. Let's see where that did retrace to. So here in the region between the 38.2 and the 50%. So you can see this is typically a level where a wave 4 would reverse, so retrace to and then reverse. So this is what I see here. Can this still be bullish? Of course it could. Yeah, there is a bearish and a bullish scenario, but as you always know, there is, for me, with the highest likelihood, only one destination here where we're going to land, which is between 20 and 29k. The question is, how do we get there? And there are two ways. At the moment, I'm in favor of this scenario here, where we would turn around in the green target area again and continue our sell-off to the downside. However, the price can, of course, move higher. I had a few questions in the previous video. What is the likelihood to actually go back to the top of that channel? And to be honest, this could become a more extended correction. Yeah, it could, but we can be very certain that if the price is turning around, that this is now the wave 4 and the wave 5 is coming. However, yes, of course, if the price is overshooting that wave 4 target area, then it's something different. And then it can, of course, also move here to the maybe the 200-day moving average again, maybe even to the resistance level of that channel here. And then we're already nearly at that 51k level, which for the more bullish scenario was also the minimum requirement here in red, highlighted in red. I can actually do it green so that we understand this is the level that's the price in that alternative scenario where we go into the green target range here with the highest likelihood. But the minimum level for that would be the 51k level. So this is of course possible. We can count this in different ways. We can count this as a 1, 2. This would be another 1, 2. It's not a wave 4 anymore, because if before it could have been a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but the wave 4 now just came down too low. My opinion, it's not a wave 4 anymore. It would then be more likely that this here was a wave 1, another wave 1, 2. So wave 1, 2, 1, 2. But again, it's unlikely. Yeah, I think it's unlikely, but of course possible. But all I can show you here is what I think are the most likely outcomes for the price moves in the medium term and also in the short term here in the next few days and also today. And today I think, yeah, we can move higher, and a logical level of resistance in this green target area here would be the 50-day moving average, which is currently located at $42,000 US. We can see that on the daily chart, and that is the one that is relevant. We can currently see that the negative momentum is reducing, and this is now where it's going to get interesting. How much is this going to have an impact on the price? Because this is a not necessarily yet bullish sign, but it's sort of normal in a correction anyway. In a correction from a downtrend, so that you are moving up here, then you of course see also the effect on the daily MACD. We don't yet have a bullish crossover. We're still far away from that. So until that happens, like we did here, yeah, this was also a wave 4. Always important to understand how does a price react. So this could of course move higher. We could maybe move to 43,500. We could get a bullish crossover like we did here in this wave 4. Yeah. But then you could already turn at the resistance level of the target area here, could start to turn around and then continue your sell-off. So this is in line with what should happen now, that we see here a bit of a reduction in negative momentum because we are correcting to the upside. Yeah, we are retracing. So that's absolutely normal. And yeah, that's how I see Bitcoin here today. I'll of course keep you updated. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe. Also make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and for that you can find the links in the video description. And also if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.